Morning, I'm Robyn Wood, founder of Grip Corporate Coaching. In this little video this morning, I really wanted to talk to you about communication and the importance of communication in organisations at any time. COVID-19 and the lockdown has really highlighted how crucial it is that when we cannot be physically together, that we remain connected in order to create the sense of team and belonging in our daily working lives. And I think it's not just relevant for work, it's clearly relevant in all aspects of our lives as we try to stay connected to family, friends, loved ones when we cannot be together in person. I think straight away with the COVID-19 situation, with people being forced to work from home and to adapt and flex to that new working environment, staying in contact with one another was crucial to share information, to manage expectations, but also so much more importantly, I think, to support one another. I think communication is an ongoing priority for all businesses. I think back to the times in organisations where I've been working through some very high pressured situations, through some of our own crisis at the time, obviously not to the level of COVID-19 and the lockdown. And actually, communication is what got us through it. Being able to be really clear and consistent with messaging around situations, to share information, to manage expectations, to support individuals, whether that be through change or whether it be through any other key business event. It was so important, and it was definitely the difference between a situation managed well and a situation not managed well. I think when it comes to leaders and managers, that role to be a clear communicator is paramount to your success. I think when I reflect on leaders that I've really respected and who I've really enjoyed working for, it's when I've worked for a leader who has kept me informed and who's been honest with me. You know, we are all intelligent individuals, and actually we deserve to be spoken to in a way that honours that. And I think it is so obvious when leaders and managers are not being honest. And I think often what gets in our way of being true and I suppose authentic is actually ourselves. I think to be a strong communicator, it requires you to be prepared and organised, to be really clear in what you want to say, and to be really clear about why you're saying it, so that your agenda comes through true, and that authenticity is there. That's what really builds trust with individuals. And therefore you will get greater respect, you'll get greater commitment from those who work for you and work with you. And I think it's an interesting subject as to why at times that doesn't happen. And I think sometimes that happens in situations where actually leaders and managers don't feel comfortable to be honest. And that may be because they themselves have not been entrusted enough to give the accurate information, or may not even be informed themselves. But that's the challenge for an organisation, is to ensure that actually everyone at all levels is really well informed. And that has to be a priority. That's the only way that happens successfully, I think. So I think when it comes to the reflections from this situation in lockdown and the learnings, I think reflecting and recognising where communication has really helped to support individuals, whether that be individuals who are still working, individuals who are on furlough. If they're on furlough, I think it's even more important. But enabling them to still feel connected to an organisation, I think will be the test of those organisations that have done exceptionally well through this situation and those potentially who haven't. And I think, we can all acknowledge that the government themselves at times have been the example of where communication hasn't always been particularly strong, and where messages have become vague and confusing. And I'm sure we can all take our own learnings from that. So I think if you are a leader, a manager, who really want to work on that whole subject of communication, how can you be a stronger communicator, a more honest, authentic communicator, and really strengthen your relationships with your people and within your organisation, then let's have a conversation and look at how GRIP can help you.